Hi guys, welcome to Olive Board. So today we're going to look at 10 regional festivals of India that you must know. So let's dive in. So the first festival that we'll be talking about is Brahmotsavam. So Brahmotsavam is one of the most important festivals in Andhra Pradesh and it is celebrated at Sri Venkateshwara temple at Tirupati. The festival is celebrated during the month of September or October and it lasts for around 9 days. The idol of Sri Venkateswara is taken on a procession on the street. As you can see in the picture, the people gather around the temple and take the Venkateswara idol in a chariot all throughout the streets while singing bhajans and songs about Sri Venkateswara. Next, we look at Bihu. So Bihu is a spring festival in Assam and it's also called Bohag Bihu or Rongali Bihu. So there are actually three types of Bihu festivals. One is the Rongali Bihu, one is Kongali Bihu, which is celebrated in October, and Bhogali Bihu, which is celebrated in January. So the Rongali Bihu is celebrated during mid-April and it signifies the start of a new agricultural cycle. It is more about agriculture and mainly rice. So the young girls gather around and sing Bihu Geet songs about the festival and also dance the traditional dance called Mukoli Bihu. So now let's come to the festival Ugadi. It is celebrated mainly by the people of Karnataka and also Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. It is called Yugadi by the people of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So this festival embraces the belief that Lord Brahma started the creation of the universe on Ugadi. So this is why these people consider Ugadi as a new year, as a new beginning. It is also considered a very auspicious time to start new ventures, as Brahma started his venture on creating the universe. People also decorate homes with flowers, rangoli, mango leaves. They prepare a lot of dishes, and they also, buy new clothes, give to charity, etc. And they prepare dishes which are sweet, sour, salty, and bitter, which it combines all these flavors, like dishes like bevu bella and holige. Now let's talk about Onam. Onam is one of the most popular festival in Kerala. It's so popular, in fact, that even people from non-Hindu communities celebrate this festival. It is celebrated to actually welcome King Mahabali, whose spirit visits Kerala during this festival. This festival is celebrated in August or September, and people decorate their houses with flower mats called Pookalam, which are made to welcome King Mahabali. The people all of Kerala also celebrate Onam by having boat races and doing tiger dances and flower arrangement like Pookalam and also sing a lot of songs. The next festival that we're going to be talking about is Pongal. So Pongal is one of the most important festivals for Tamilians not only in India but around the world. Tamilians from Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Mauritius, South Africa, United States, Singapore, Canada, UK, and many more countries in the world celebrate Pongal. So Pongal is a harvest festival which is dedicated to the sun and it marks the sun's 6 month long journey northwards, which means it marks the beginning of the summer solstice and the end of the winter solstice. So the Pongal day coincides with Makar Sankranti, but there is no connection between them. The celebration for Pongal is of boiling the first rice of the season in the sun. The Hornbill Festival. So the Hornbill Festival is celebrated in Nagaland and it's one of the biggest cultural extravaganza of Northeast India. It is celebrated from December 1st to December 10th, around 10 days, and it is a festival to revive, protect, sustain, and promote richness of the Naga heritage and traditions. So basically, all the Naga tribes come together and showcase all their traditions to, revive their tradition and keep the traditions intact. So the festival is named after the Indian hornbill, the large and colorful forest bird, and is displayed in the folklore among the state's tribes. Now let's look at the Losar festival. The Losar festival is celebrated in late January and February in Arunachal Pradesh and it is also called the Tibetan New Year. It is celebrated also in Tibet, Nepal and Bhutan and it is a festival where the people come together and embrace the struggle between good and evil. So the festival is characterized where people come together, they dance, they sing, and they just embrace the spirit of merrymaking. The Chhat Puja, also called Dala Puja, is devoted to worshipping the sun. The people of Bihar, Nepal, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh celebrate this festival to thank the sun for bestowing the bounties of life on earth and fulfilling their wishes. So the festival is celebrated in October or November, and people dress up in their best clothes and sing devotional songs in honor of the river Ganga. The people also um, include holy bathing, fasting, they abstain from drinking water and standing in water for long periods of time. After sunset, diyas are lit in the courtyards of everyone's houses. Gudi Padwa is a springtime festival marking the traditional new year for Marathi Hindus. So in the previous slide, we spoke about a festival called Ugadi. Telugu, Konkani and Kannada Hindus celebrate the same festival as Ugadi. So Gudi Padwa is Ugadi itself. The festival is observed with a lot of colorful Rangoli decorations and is celebrated in March or April. The festival has a lot of street processions and people dancing around and eating a lot of festive foods. So the last festival on our list, but definitely not the least, is the Jagannath Rath Yatra. So it is also known as the Chariot Festival and it is associated with Lord Jagannath. This festival is one of the oldest Rath Yatras in India and the world. It is celebrated in Odisha and is celebrated in July. The deities of Jagannath temple, Lord Jagannath, Lord Balabhadra and Goddess Subhadra are taken on a ceremonious procession in the streets in three specially made chariots. These chariots are made only by people who have special permission to make them, and the chariots are made every single year. So that's all for the video today, guys. If you found this information useful, hit that like button, share it with your friends and subscribe to the Olive Board YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more videos. See you in the next one.